Well, welcome to the first 2018 installment of the BV Update. Lots and lots of work done this past month because, number one, the weather outside has been really crappy. And we had here in the Twin Cities 13 consecutive days of sub-zero weather. That's zero being Fahrenheit. So that allowed me to get a lot of work done. Most of the work was done in the other room. We're in the den right now, and here was one of the first things I did. If you can see this yellow mark right here, and the red thing behind it, this is a hill brake. I'm gonna push the button, and the tortoise will let the little red thing down. And I'm gonna push the button again. This is a hill brake on my interchange track, and you can see it is at such a slope that I have to have this pencil holding the cars back. If I take the pencil out of here, you can see that we have a problem trying to spot cars on the interchange. So this hill brake is done with the tortoise underneath. There it is. And a touch toggle here in front. So that was one of the things that we did that we really needed. The rest of the stuff, as I said, is mostly been in the train room. First of all, actually the first thing I did was I wound up by replacing a turnout here in the staging yard. This is the lower staging yard. This turnout right here used to, or no, I take that back. This one right here used to be a curved turnout, which made the track configuration right here kind of goofy. So I built the 61st Fast Tracks turnout on my layout. That's 61. And replaced that one with this number 6 or number 5, I can't remember, turnout, which makes operations, it makes the trains run better. The rest of the work was done up here. This is the classification yard, and what you probably don't remember is that the ballasting and the static grass ended at about this area right here. I wound up by adding a lot more static grass in here. I added static grass to this area between the tracks and finished off some of the area back here by Wesolowski Chemical with static grass, and then ballasted this whole area right here with cinders, and obviously painted the track and the rails, or the ties and the rails. The only thing I have yet to do is finish ballasting back here. This part of the main line has not been ballasted in this area, but I want to get this portion, I'm going to back up here so you can see where I'm talking about. I want to get this portion of the layout, the scenery, finished on it before the narrow gauge convention this September. You can see this is where the doorway is. Two more things I did was to add a couple of buildings back here. Mid-States Fresh and Frozen Meats, brand new building, built, kit bashed, I guess. Well, yeah, it is kit bashed from a City Classics building. And this has full interior lighting on it, plus a couple of little gooseneck lights out here. Needed something back there, and then I added this building, the Atlas Supply Company building. This is another kit bash of a Walther's background building. I think it's plant number 4 they called it. I chose Atlas Supply Company because this, if you've been watching Model Railroader Video Plus, the Winston-Salem project had an Atlas Supply Company on it, and I pulled the decals for David Pop there and wound up by rearranging them a little bit and using them here. So that's something else that was done. The last thing that was done is just not something that you're ever going to see, but I'll show it to you anyway. I added 2 power supplies. If I can get underneath here with one hand holding the camera. I added 2 power supplies, I don't know if you can see those, to the layout lighting, and then put each of the power supplies, you can see it on its own power switch there. So that was something that took a while to do, but is going to be very worth it. So that is the update for January 2018. I just finished recording 2 more Arduino videos for Model Railroader Video Plus. Who cares? Boop! So if you're a Model Railroader Video Plus subscriber, hopefully you'll be seeing those within the next few weeks. Other than that, hope you had a happy new year. Hope your holidays were good. Thanks as always for joining me. We will talk to you in February.